Welcome back to Nourished Inside Out, the space where growth gets real and self love leads the way. I'm your host, Aneta Walklaw, and before we dive into today's episode, I want to remind you of something powerful. You are worthy, you are enough, and you don't need to wait for permission to love yourself fully. That's exactly why I wrote my book, Blooming with Self Love, to give you the tools, affirmations, and daily mindset shifts to help you stand in your power and own your story. This book isn't just words on a page, it's a movement. So if you're ready to stop shrinking and start showing up for yourself, grab your copy today with the link in the show notes below, and let's walk this self love journey together. Hi, everyone. Welcome back to another episode of Nourished Inside Out. Today I'm here with Dr. Jacopo Iasiello. He is the CEO of Luxury and Wealth Group. Jacopo's journey has began in Naples, Italy, where his love for his family and city has shaped his early passion for entrepreneurship. Starting at 11, he dived into books by real estate investors and entrepreneurs and really laying that foundation for his future success. Thank you so much for joining us today, Jacopo.
Thank you. I really appreciate the invitation, and I will love to share whatever I have inside, and try to give light to other human beings.
Absolutely. It's so interesting that you're originally from Italy and now you live in the United States. So what was that mindset like for you when you were looking at entrepreneurship when you were living in Italy versus moving over here?
Completely different. I explain. Now I am in Napoli, my city, because I coming to the birthday of my father and my nephew, and the difference is really big, different from two world completely opposite. First of all, United States, you guys born in United States, you born in the country with more possibility in the world, where everything is possible, where the big difference is this one. First of all, the bureaucracy is completely the opposite. The second of all, the mindset of people in United States, they are the majority of people, they grow up with the mentality to create. In Italy, is the big difference is like really people they are stuck in find a job. For me personally, the mindset from these two words changed drastically. In which way? When I am in Italy, I need to think about not only to create business, but to how handling external problem like taxation really heavy and a bureaucracy problem. In United States, when I arrive, I find opportunity to create more with more competition, but at the same time with easily way to one day to another one to create something. Think about only this in Europe in general, not only in Italy, but to Spain, France, other kind of country. To create a company, you need to have somebody like called the notary. It's not the public notary we have in United States, but it's somebody you need to spend from 5,000 euro to 10,000 only to open a company. In United States, you spend $400 and you have your company right away to working and create something. This is the big difference. And me personally, when I arrive in United States, I find El Dorado because for me is a beautiful country to create, and I enjoy in Europe the moment with my family and my friend.
That's so beautiful. Well, definitely the lifestyle is also different in Italy versus here in the United
Yeah.
States. So, what were some limiting beliefs that you had about entrepreneurship or just living life here versus over there?
What's happening in reality, when I'm moving to United States, I already create a chain of jewelry in Italy, and I make my fortune. But normally when you change completely a continent, you need starting from zero of the mentality and everything. And for me, the big change is in the two country is really like for me have like really deeply moment where I feel alone when I don't know how starting something United States, but I put myself in this situation because I know if I push, I be resilient, if I continue to believe in what I do, I will achieve what I want. And I achieve what I want, the financially part, the possibility to travel the world, enjoy and give to people I love, and create more now with a different project, the book, Forbes, where I have an editorial in Forbes in Italy, where I speak about business, entrepreneur, billionaire and multimillionaire, where I interview them. The life bring me opportunity and bring me more step to go after, not for me because I am satisfied economically, but I want more to give more.
Did you learn the success mindset from your family, or is it something you had to learn later on in life?
I learn a lot through my family. I learn from my father. He is my hero. I learn the respect, the word, the be honest human being. But my father don't coming is not an entrepreneur. He's working like engineer. My mother is teaching. He's a normal middle class family. What's happening in my life? I have I have really two parts in my life. One first part where I have a big dream to becoming a professional soccer, and I leave my city Napoli to play for 3 years. And what's happening? I have a big injury where I don't have possibility to continue this life I want. I need to reinvent
Yeah.
myself, take my PhD in economy, and because my father and my mother they want to take this PhD because so important over here in Italy. And from over there, I starting to create, but the creation is already building me. What this means, I 11 years old, I have this idea to create more. And the big shift happening when from the becoming a professional soccer, I hang out with in the soccer field. A lot of people they are coming from really from family that don't have money or in general. And what's happening, I hang out with these people, but when finish my dream, my family bring me in a school with rich young men where the father, the mother, they are entrepreneurs, they have a lot of money, and I feel the difference. From that moment I realize I want what they have, and at that time is anger motivate me. After, and I
Mm.
realize now, but after this anger I create through the anger I create opportunity, and now I don't have any more anger because I know if you have anger, you possible create something, but you will go to a lot of pain. In reality, now when I create something, I coming from the state of love because every day I put myself with the method I wrote in the book M.P.B.E, meditation, morning prayer, biohacking, and exercise, in the state where I connect with people and I be who I am and create more through this because give me the peace in my heart.
Absolutely, absolutely. Well, you also mentioned that you're an author, and I love that. Is that something you saw yourself doing? Did you ever see yourself writing a book? And can you tell us a little bit about it?
No, absolutely not. But when you arrive at one moment in your life where you receive something, whatever you wanna call from the divine, from God, from Allah, whatever is you identify in your religion, you need to share with people. And what's happening for me, I achieve multiple success and multiple pain point in my life because if you don't have pain, you don't have success. And what's happening because I create more of the normal human being, I need to share, which is the secret. And in reality, it's not a secret; it's a method I assembled. In this book, I create this method plus the part of the real estate. And the reason why I do is because life is creating four pillars in every aspect you want to create. Everybody we have 12 aspects where we need shine, and business, career, family, love, friend, and the other six. And what's happening, in this all 12 aspect of category, to shine, you need to do fourth pillar: research, grow, action, and contribution. Now, with this book, for me, is contribution, because I'm in the position to give to other people. And inside the book, have a lot of clear information, not theoric, to create energy in your body and apply to have external abundance through the vehicle of real estate.
Yeah. What are the four pillars of wealth that you talk about in your book? Can we dive into that a little bit?
Yeah, like the fourth pillar is like, I believe now, after a lot of pain during my life emotionally, like the most important part to create external wealth is create first of all the internal abundance. I see now wealth in different way. I have friend, they are billionaire, multimillionaire, and there are people really rich, and I choose these people not only for the money they have, but the money plus the inside part, because I don't care anymore about the money, because I have my own money. What this means, I choose the people to hang out, and the four aspect I realize in myself when I starting from zero to create my first company in the jewelry space, and after at 22 starting the real estate in Italy, I have a lot of pushing part where I want to create more, but I arrive at one point in my life where I realize I create, but finally what I receive inside I feel empty, and at that point I realize the important part. I need to build not only external but internal, and whatever we create in our lives coming because we have different experience in life. And for example, the pillar is morning and meditation. The morning is coming from one book, from Hallerall, The Miracle Morning. I read many years ago, and I started to apply the possibility to wake up really early. I wake up at 4:35 a.m. because my phototype of mind working from 5 to 2 p.m. The meditation I took from one my friend, where he have this beautiful soul and energy, and I ask him in my pain point where I feel crumbling inside too, if I have external word perfect, what's happening in your life, why you shine. And he told me the secret: meditation transcendental. And the other part is pray, activation pray. Now what I do is, I coming from Catholic family, but the pray my grandmother, beautiful grandmother, is not anymore in this life. She told me is not working at that time. Is not really, and for me it's something I repeat, but it's not working. Now I create something. I create pray activation, where if you read really with attention in the big book of the religion, you will find this. If you want to receive something, first of all you need to give, and after you need to ask. What I do every day, I pray for somebody near me or people I met, they give me energy for, and I share with the divine God, wherever you want to call, something where I pray for them, and after I ask and visualize with clarity my day, my goal, and where I want to go. And after the other two pillars, they are biohacking, is a combination of device like this ring called aura, where I measurement every day my state of physical body, mind, energy, heart, and everything, to understand where I going, what I do the day before, what give me the day after. And other kind of hacking technique I utilize and explain in the book. And the exercise where I share is not coming, all this information is coming from my for me, but to understand if something is really valuable, I try the study university and what the university tell about each this pillar, and I explain inside the book. And the exercise, I do exercise specific for my kind of body, age, and everything, to have the energy to starting my day with clear direction and go after. And after, inside the book, I explain how really starting from zero in real estate and becoming wealth, because real estate is the most easy, okay, difficult business, but at the same time, you possible starting from zero or less the $10 million in your bank account. And I will explain why. Because if you don't have money, is important in every part of our life add the value to other people. In real estate, how you add the value to find opportunity for investor like me or other partner, where you partnership with these people. And this is the only business you possible starting really with debt or without money, and make money for the for after, you find and add the value to other human being, and it's really profitable. Two, in the market right now, we are in Florida with a lot of difficulty, where it's not fast like before, but if you create a cash flow company, you will receive really good income.
Yeah, I really love how you dove into the four pillars of wealth from your book because it's so true. Success principles don't change over the years, but it's like different ways or learning from different people can change, but success doesn't change. And I love that you implement like meditation and praying because and also, when you give, you get. So you can't expect to get if you're not willing to give. It's like holding on to having your hands closed and saying you want a cup of coffee, but your hands are still closed. You can't get the cup of coffee until you open and let go. So I love that mentality. So, Dr. Jacopo, I want to know, what does it mean for you to be nourished inside out?
Yeah, for me it means like the possibility really to
No.
becoming for other people some sunlight. Okay, why? Because for me, I received during my path of my life, in particular young age, when I grow up in tough city like Napoli, where I coming from, not really good support. And I think so, sometime in life, through not sometime, the majority of time, through word and small action, you possible change people life. For me, this is what it means. And I believe in create external abundance with only one main reason. Without external abundance, you possible be the good human being to help some number of people, your mother, your father, your brother, wherever is near you. But when you becoming wealth, in the way how you create the abundance external, you becoming more impactful for other people. And this is for me the continuation with your question you ask me, because it's a connecting these two parts.
That's awesome. So, can you please tell us where can people find you and support you and stay in touch with you?
Yeah, like the way really important for me, first of all, I need to ask with all my heart to buy the book for two reasons. The first one is because I help, one association in Miami called Hermano della Calle. They help people to have another time dignity. All the money I will give to them. And I help them with some my property, where I give them a less price respect to the market. Other point really important, this book really possible change people life, I believe 1000%, because life is created from two parts, the internal and external. I assembled that, I put all the information in 260 page, where I give not theory but some practical thing to do every day to build energy, to create your mind and your body. And to the external part, I give from zero, step by step, where you find opportunity, which kind of website, what you need to do. Now, If you really believe in be somebody change or give more to other people, you need to read the book and you need to apply. Without action, life no means nothing. If you don't do action in your life, you will be the same person from now to 5 years. For this reason, when you apply to do something in your life, business, life, or whatever, apply this concept. I do every day for my life: research, grow, action, and contribution. Action is really important. People they forgot, and I think so. This book possible change lives. Find in Amazon. Sorry, I go after in Amazon. You possible guys find the book. And in my website healthyrichandhappy.com, and through Instagram I try to share good information about heart, mind, body, and sometimes real estate.
Incredible. I'll have everything linked down in the show notes below so people can stay in touch. Thank you for joining us today, Dr. Jacopo.
And I really appreciate and thanks to invite me.